Guys, deluded. I'm back again now. Apologies, people. I've been eating some nice breakfast biscuits, but yeah. What was I gonna say? Now, obviously, being deluded, we all know one of my favorite parts of this channel is obviously to speak about duds and stars because it challenges my eye. Basically, people is like, am I talking sense? Not for you guys challenging me. It's like it makes me want to be better by myself. In the same way, when you lot ask me about players or say I knew this young player and that, it makes me want to be better because you lot rate me highly, you lot give me great praise, so I've got to be able to match it in it. So let's crack on with stars and duds. Now, there was a lack of quality in the World Cup, so it's hard for me to find stars. Definitely find duds. I mean, immediately now that I've said that, so many keepers' heads are coming to mind. Chesney, wouldn't say his team collectively had a poor performance at the World Cup, but I wouldn't dig him out. But he had a hand in one of the clangers that they've conceded, not just him, but Poland. Obviously, De Gea against Portugal. Courtois had one. Lloris has had one. Caballero and Muslera is probably the most glaring ones that I can't get out of my head, to be fair with you. So, yeah, man, let's crack on. Stars, I'm going to go with Ingo. I don't know, man, because I want to go with Lloris because I feel Lloris, when called upon, he's made some good saves. I know people will run their banner and whatnot with his error he made in the final, but I feel Lloris has been alright. I think Kasper Schmeichel was hard done by the Japanese keeper, if I remember rightly. He was alright. Who else? Yeah, man. I feel even Pickford gave himself a good one as well. But I'm gonna go with someone who didn't get that far in the tournament. It's harsh the way he actually did. I'm going with Jan Sommer of Switzerland. I felt he was alright when called upon, to be fair. So I'm actually gonna go with a random one and go with him in goal, man. I felt he done his credentials very good at the World Cup. So I'm gonna go with him. Right back, I'm going to go with Croatia's Vasako. I feel he had a good competition. Trippier just missed out. It's probably harsh on Trippier, to be fair. So, yeah, left back is a hard one. Who have I got here? I've got Hernandez of France because I like Hernandez, but I also feel Laxao, I hope say his name like that, of Uruguay was one of the better performers for Uruguay. I felt Marcelo was good, but he don't probably deserves not to be in here. Yeah. So my brain is saying Hernandez, but I'm actually gonna go with Losal, to be fair. Luxal, however you say his name. So yeah. Um, Centre half's a tough one. I feel not because of one man. Godin is easily there. I'm saying it's tough because do I include his partner or do you know what? It's Varane. It has to be Varane. It has to be Varane. The performances in this World Cup versus last World Cup from him has been amazing, and he's blossoming into a great centre half. To be fair, he was 21 around them times there, so we allow him. But and I know quite rightly the headlines will go to Pogba and Kylian and Griezmann and all these attacking players in it and whatnot. But I feel a big part of what people are getting is yes, France weren't amazing on the football, like giving them a football weren't the most enjoyable to watch, but I felt their back five, including the keeper, was very competent when called upon, and is equally a big part of why they won that competition. Stayed concentrated for many a time. Even Kante will be spoken about before the back five. So I'm gonna go with Godin and Varane quite rightly. So to recap, Loxo at left back. Sorry, Godin next to him in centre half, partnered by Varane. On the right hand side, we've obviously got his name has escaped me now. Vasako in goal, Jan Sommer. Midfield probably the easiest. No surprises. Kante, he saved his worst game for the final. To be fair, what it happens in it. He's a big reason as to why they're in the final. Pogba could have been in here, but I just feel Kante was better. And I felt Luka Modric had a great tournament. So as great as I feel Pogba was, I don't feel right saying to you guys that he deserves to be here ahead of Kante and Modric because that's not what I believe. In the 10 row, I'm gonna go with Eden Hazard. I feel whenever I watched him, he gave me joy to watch him as a footballer, and he's a wonderful footballer. There's not much more to say on that front. Up front is a tough one because I want to bring in Coutinho. I felt Coutinho was very good, but I'm gonna have to go with Kane. End of the day, you say he didn't turn up against Colombia, he didn't turn up against this and that, especially in the latter stages, but he's won the Golden Boot, delivered that. Before the tournament, if you said an English striker is going to be top goal scorer, you would have taken that, and he's done his job in it. Yeah, we can put him under the microscope, but Kane deserves to be there. Kylian's going to be there as well. No surprises there, people. And you know what? I want to include Griezmann because how can you not? I have to include Griezmann. So I'm going to go Griezmann. So to recap, Jan Sommer in goal, people. Right back Vasako. Left back Loxal of Uruguay. Centre half Godin and Varane. Midfield Croatia's Luka Modric with France's and Kante and Golo Kante. In the 10 row, we've got Hazard up front, Kane, Kylian, and Griezmann / Coutinho. So yeah, there was a couple other good performers, but they're the ones I feel deserve the most recognition. So where's my duds now? Duds was a bit tough. Duds was very tough, but I'm gonna go with. I have to go with in goal Willy Caballero because I can't get that mistake out of my head. Right back, I'm gonna go with Kimmich. Centre half, I'm actually gonna go with Boateng and Hummels. PK could have been in here, but just them two. Guerrero of Portugal because I felt he let me down, man. There was a game. Who did they play? He was not aware of his runner and they scored. He's a left back I rate a lot, man. I would love him at Arsenal, and I feel his stock has decreased in the last few years because he hasn't been putting in that good of a performance as he used to when he first burst on the scene. So Guerrero at left back, Tagliafico, Meccano, all them all them Argentinian defenders, even their midfield. In fact, the whole team apart from Messi and Pavon really should be here, and maybe Banega, they should be here. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dele Alli in midfield. To be fair, I'm gonna go with Dele Alli in midfield. I have to go with Dele Alli in midfield. I can't not go with Dele Alli in midfield. Yeah, he scored the goal against Sweden, but I don't feel he had the best of games. I'm gonna put Mesut Ozil in the 10 role, obviously, and in midfield. I want to put Henderson, you know. I actually want to put Henderson, but I'm going to go with Mascherano. I'm going to go with Mascherano and Dele Alli in midfield. 10, like I said, Ozil. Up front, Thomas Muller, Lewandowski, and Timo Werner. The likes of Kroos, everybody in the Germany team. Like, I'm not... If you're German, Argentinian, couple of the Spaniards, you all could have played better, all could have done different things. PK and Ramos to a degree. So yeah, man, there's a lot of duds. But to recap, Caballero in goal, right back Kimmich, left back Guerrero, centre half in the German boys in Hummels and Boateng. In midfield, obviously Mascherano at centre half. Centre defensive mid. Dele Alli next to him. Mesut Ozil in the 10 row. Muller up front. Lewandowski up front. You'd like Euro 2016, flattered to deceive. And partnering them finally is Timo Werner, who again is harsh. He showed he's not at that level quite yet, but he has to be here. So it is what it is. Many players had a disappointing World Cup for numerous reasons, but it is what it is at this moment in time. Guys, deluded. That's my stars and duds of the week. Stars and duds of the week. My stars and duds of the World Cup, to be fair, now that the month is over. So yeah, I mean, I'll be back with this in another 4 years, World Cup edition. So yeah, man, guys, deluded. Get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.